intern checked in. Time to lock another casualty. Success story.
Emotional support bits received. Makes me feel all warm and fuzzy. Aw, emotional support bits received. Makes me feel all warm and fuzzy.
This show has been rated I for immaturity, constant innuendos, and complete insanity. We're all adults here. Sort of. Well, hello there, fam. How are all of you? I am sorry if you are seeing that timer on your screen. I don't know where that came from. I had a command in place that actually was supposed to take that away, and everything was working just before the stream. Oh, well, we'll make that one of the first things we fix today, then. I have set up all kinds of fun things, fam. All kinds of fun things. We have a lot. We have a lot, too, fam, that we are going to need to talk about today. And, fam, thank you for that hype train. Fam, give me just a couple of minutes and I will be up on screen. Oh, you're chilling on mobile. Holy molies. Get your holes blessed. Oh, there we go. Unfortunately, you're not going to get to be able to see that right away because that pops up on our other screen, on our game screen. Welcome, 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 fam. Let me start out by saying thank you to a few people right off the bat. Shani, thank you so much for your resub with Prime 82 months. Thank you so much for that continued support. I really appreciate it. Sis coming in at 51 months at, 73 months. I looked at that wrong. 73 months at tier 3. 73 months with the best big bro on the planet. I feel like I have the best little sis on the planet too. So there. Carrie Ann, thank you so much for those bits. Here, have my bits. Indeed. And Felly, thank you so much for the bits as well. Fam, let me go ahead and get myself up. Let me get myself up on camera. Fam, I know what happened, by the way. There's one screen that I skipped. There we go, fam. Rock on. Thank you for all those renewals, fam. All right, fam, all of these are playing, and I don't think you can hear half of them, so hang on. Let me get ourselves to the right screen here. I have one more intro screen that I wanted to play for you.
You're watching Damage Industries Corporate TV. Dicked. It's what you get.
The following show has been rated C for chaos, creativity, and caffeine. Lots and lots of caffeine. There we go. Then we jump to the open and the timer will be gone. There was a scene I skipped there, fam. But that is our normal intro. Let me go ahead. Let me get up onto a screen where you can hear the alerts, fam. There we go. There we go. Oh, I was on the wrong screen. I jumped right up to the wrong screen. That's right. It's not automatic anymore. Oh my gosh, fam. It is so good to see everybody. Welcome. Welcome in. Oh my gosh. Sis, Shani, let's actually get some music going here too. Hang on. Hang on, fam. There we go. There we go. Wait, do that again. Do what again? You mean, sis, you mean the little trick that I'm going to teach you?
Pineapples.
You mean the little trick I'm going to teach you that I figured out last week? I have a couple of new tricks to share. After I was done, fam, here's what sis is talking about, by the way. The new scene transition, not at the beginning, but when I transition between scenes like this, watch. We have a new transition. And it's meant to sound like basically paint glubbing out of a can. That was what I was going for. But while I was doing that, I was also thinking about a certain other member of our community that also live streams, and I'm like, ooh. Because it gets this, there's all kinds of, this is new, by the way. There's a new set of transitions they have available. We can actually set it up so that little sis's stream looks like it's washing away a little bit, almost like an ocean wave. But there's all kinds of fun things we can play with. Of course, that choice will be hers, but I will, sis, show you how to do it. Easy, easy peasy. It's one of the many things I ran into last week, so. If you haven't checked the art channel all week, oh my gosh, Felly, yes, I will check that out. No, I have been, and that was one of the apologies I wanted to say right off the bat, fam. I apologize for being AWOL last week. Here's what happened. And I'm going to say this again for those of you that didn't get a chance to read the article or the blog post that I put up on the website, go over and take a quick look at that, okay? But I did I'm going to say a slight change in direction, keyword being slight. Because a couple of things happened that were part of the longer term plan for us anyway. And I decided to pull them forward because circumstances are going to allow us to do something I didn't know we would be able to do. Just before I left on break, fam, as you all know, Affinity went completely free. Now, Affinity is the software that you see me use on stream all the time. It has the designer in it, it has a photo editor in it, and it also has a publisher in it, so you can do layouts for websites, things like that. And by the way, fam, this is best-in-class software. This is Adobe level software. It's not cheesy. You're not grabbing something that's second-rate, grabbing something that's free. All you do is set up a free account with Canva, which I had already anyway from when I purchased the software. But now you can all download it and you can draw and animate along with me, basically. Anything that we do. Because we're going to do this Bob Ross cross standard damage thing going on. I want you to be able to do it along with me. So here's what this means, okay? Affinity is now completely free. DaVinci is also completely free. You only lose some of the AI features if you don't pay for it, and it works great. So now there's two free major pieces of software that I use. And when we're working together on stream, if you want to work right alongside me and learn some of this, you're going to be able to do that.
Subscription confirmed. HR will overlook your crimes this time.
On top of the fact, that, again, it's all free. That's going to make things a whole lot easier. A whole lot easier. Scorba, thank you so much. Subscribed for 56 months. Thank you so much for the continued support again, Scorba. I really appreciate that. Thank you, thank you, thank you. But fam, and I promise I will catch up with chat. I will catch up with chat. Hang on, I have a lot. I planned on a nice big log just chatting session with you all today because there's a lot on my mind. But what I want, fam, more than anything, when I think about the live stream component and how much, and this is what I was trying to impart with that blog post today, fam, how much artwork we have to do. And we have a lot. It really sent me not back to the drawing board, but thinking a lot harder about this level of build out for the live streams. Besides the fact that I just have this grand desire to spend more time with you all on camera. So here's how we're going to do that. In spite of everything else we got going on, so here's how we're going to do it. I have a pile. I actually sat down this morning and wrote down everything artistically that needs to be done. All I did, fam, was basically combine some to-do lists that I had and put it into one concise list that we can start to work on stream. Here's what I want to do. As advertised, we will stick with the 2 to 5 time slot on Sunday, Tuesday, Wednesday, and Friday. Okay, we'll get into the evening streams and that other stuff in a second. Let's just stick with the day streams for right now. What I am going to try to do, because there is so much artwork going on, and I would love to hang with you all on camera and do a lot more art and spend a lot more time working on it. So when the opportunity arises that I can get on camera earlier, I will do that. So we're going to stick with 2 to 5 as a solid. I will always be here on those days at those times. That does not mean that if I find myself in the middle of a project that I could share with all of you, possibly be teaching or otherwise, that I won't start the stream earlier that day, or maybe stream on a day that I normally wouldn't, just to be able to share all that with you. Now, on top of all that, what do we do with the evening streams that we have now eliminated? There's a couple of things I want to do there as well, fam. Okay, and I'm going to ask you to be a little patient with me and give me a little bit of time to get these set up. This Friday coming up, starting at 7 p.m. Eastern, it is our member night. And I would normally come in character for those. However, this time around, once again, I'm going to come in as myself because there's a few things I want to talk to all the members about while we play a few games of golf or just sit and chat or whatever we decide we want to do. But fam, if you are a member on the website, you can join in. It is in the member channels in our Discord, and we'll start at 7 p.m. Eastern, and we'll go up until about 9 p.m. Eastern on Friday. That's our general time frame. Beyond that, though, opening up a couple of evenings away from live streams leaves us a lot of possibilities. How many of you have been begging me to teach you how to meld, how to use Meld, how to use the live streaming software and use it really effectively? And how many times have I had to say, I'm sorry, I can't do that on live stream because I'm using the software. Now, there are some things I can do, fam, and I'm going to be able to do some of that with you today. That in and of itself is not going to be a problem. But when it comes to actually show you how to set up Meld and actually get into some of the nitty gritties, doing that while I'm live streaming becomes almost an impossibility. Especially if I've got to get into some settings and otherwise that I may not want to show on stream. The answer? Classes in the Discord. Because I can stream it into the Discord, talk you all through it, show you exactly what I'm doing. We'll announce it, fam. It'll be a class. We'll announce it ahead of time, and then you can all join in, and I can show you every level of that software. They've just added a few more new improvements that make the software even better, by the way. But we'll get into that later. When it comes to the evening streams, those are going to be special events. I'm going to talk to the Agents of Chaos. Our first meeting back is tonight. All right, so I'm going to talk it over with all the talk show team. I'm going to talk it over with Battle. And what we're going to do there is we will actually set up event evening streams. So we'll give everybody, we'll try to give everybody as much notice as possible, a week or two at least. But we'll decide what game we're going to stream, what our objective is going to be that night, and then we'll go for it. And we'll see how well it plays out. If we can't reach the objective in one stream, we'll set up a second one until it's done. But it'll give us a chance to play around in some other games. My current target, to be honest, is RV There Yet, which I think will be a lot of fun for us all to play together. So now, fam, one last word on all of the official stuff, and then I'm going to jump into the chat and catch up with all of you. I am sorry that the radio show is not ready to go. I'm sorry that DICR and DIC TV are not ready to go yet. I'm sorry, the music store and the member benefits, basically the website, is not done either. When I got into this, when I said it was a strange week is a good way to put it. I was trying to learn new software, and it was just a combination of all kinds of things. I was changing direction a little bit, so I had to kind of roll on the fly with that. I had to focus very heavily on everything you can't see so that I had an absolutely solid framework in there and I knew exactly where I wanted everything so that when I go into the canvas and show you what we're doing with the overlays, that's all set. We don't have to worry about any of that. We can just art and put it in place and see how it looks and make tweaks from there. The massive advantage, fam, you have no idea how smooth this is running on my side right now. I cleaned a whole bunch of stuff out. Things that we didn't need anymore, things that were left over from other ideas along the way. And I just wiped it out and cleaned it. And all of a sudden, everything ran faster and better. Everything did. A lot of the hiccups and things like that we were experiencing, a lot of the disconnects and all that, that helped clear all of that out of there. All of that. And fam, again, I am not ignoring chat. I'm going to look over at it in a minute, but I just wanted to let you all know what's been going on and how we're going to handle it. So fam, what we'll do this week, mainly, we are going to be focused on overlays. And on our game dev side, I'm going to actually start focusing on getting some things in place there so we can set up our Steam page. I'm always getting asked for links for the game, and we don't have one yet because we don't even have a page set up yet. So we're going to get some artwork done and get that taken care of. And I can do that because in the meantime, the game dev team and myself are actually writing the script for Damage's Rift. And that's going to take us at least a couple of weeks to do. Probably a little bit more. And once the script is written, then I know exactly what artwork I need. And we can start tackling that. And shout out to artists in the community. I am going to be putting a call out. We would like to add 2 other artists to the game dev team.
Aw, emotional support bits received. Makes me feel all warm and fuzzy.
So fam, if you are interested in that, start putting your portfolios together. You will be working with me directly. I am project lead, but I am also now art lead for the game. We'll be doing all kinds of fun stuff. And fam, by the way, I am less concerned with what you don't know than I am about your art style and how you create. Those are the things I'm going to be really looking at. Jamie, I don't know how to put tiles in. You know what? 4 weeks ago, neither did I. That is stuff I can teach you. Again, I'm going to be more focused on people's art styles and all that. All right. And people are going to have to be, and we've been talking about this right since the day one, fam. We are a volunteer team working together to bring a creative project to life. All right. These are unpaid positions initially. If we can get the game to show a profit, which there's a good chance we could. All right. We will share that profit based on the amount of time and work that everybody had to put in. I will tell you that because we want the game to be very original and very much us and very much on theme, artists are going to be putting in considerable amounts of time. Yours truly is going to be busy beyond busy because I'm going to be handling all the character design and all that. I want to because of what we've been doing with the other cyber companions and all that. I have a separate list of artwork I'm going to be doing on game dev days from what we're going to be doing on main days. Once we catch up on the main days, we have the overlays and all that completely where we want them. We'll start blending more of that together because it's all got to get done anyway. And what I designed for one project, fam, very much affects another. With Stanton being designed, for example, half of Damage is already done. Just have to put a hat and a different outfit on him, basically. Oh my gosh. Let me just see here real quick. Make the $100 bet. What's the $100 bet? Let me scroll up real quick, fam, and say hello to everybody again. Shani, thank you so much again for those bits. I really appreciate that. If I didn't shout that out enough before, let me do it again. Thank you, love. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Fam, it is wonderful to be back here with all of you. It truly, truly is. Oh my gosh. I'm ready for my life to get back to normal. Oh, speaking of which, that was one other thing I wanted to let you all know. There's so much to talk about. I will no longer be taking entire weeks off anymore. Last week is the last one. Last week needed to happen. I was actually trying to push, fam, so I could be back by Friday. It just didn't work out. But this will be the last time I take an entire week off. The way I am structuring my projects now, it is much better organized. This is part of what I straightened out last week. When I see a project coming up where I have to spend some time off camera, I will let you all know ahead of time. And it'll be very distinct. It's going to be, I need to take Tuesday and, like, for example, I need to take Tuesday and Wednesday off camera, fam. We have a major video launch coming up. I need to focus on that editing. But you'll know ahead of time. It's not going to be that day where I'm going to come bouncing in and say, hey. And eventually, fam, too, for those of you that like the radio show aspect to all of this, which we are working very hard towards, by the way. We are very much pitching this towards you always being able to come to the Twitch channel and have something to listen to, something going on, whether it's our pre-recorded 24/7 or I've jumped in and taken over and I'm running the live stream directly. We're still working a couple of things out there too, fam. There's a couple of actually legalities I had to work out on the music side too. Nothing serious. It's more about, fam, before I can open up the music store, it's more about how do I license to all of you, how do I have the wording correct, I should say. I know how to do it, but how do I license to you the ability to use this music in your creative projects and otherwise, but also make sure that our rights are protected, that we don't lose the rights to the music ourselves along the way. And that's what we have to make sure of. We just have to make sure that wording in the TOS is correct, and we'll be good to go from there. But fam, again, the whole idea is I still want to be able to use my own music for whatever, but I want you to be able to use it too. That's the idea of what we're going to be building into the memberships and all that. So, oh my gosh. To post to Steam is a $100 fee. Oh, which gets returned if you make a certain amount. Yep. I'll make a $100 bet. That I'll do. To be on Steam. Because by that point, and I'm gonna actually work from bottom up. Okay, so I will catch back up with chat. But what I'm looking at is what puts us in front of the most eyes, especially for our first game. And because we're going to be using this as a fundraiser as well. By that point, what I was coming around to, though, Ferret, was by that point, we'll have such a hype machine running. I don't think it's going to matter by that stage. How interesting. It looks like it had me on the wrong preset, fam. I was wondering why things sounded different to me. I'm like, why does my voice sound different? I think I was just back on standard Jamie because I was practicing with Granny. And the old preset that I used for that, that's how I do Granny's voice. Fella, you're actually not 5 minutes behind. You're not 5 minutes behind. That's why I said I'm going to scroll up in chat and work my way back down. You're hearing about things because I had such a monologue at the beginning. I just want to make sure I catch up with everybody, though. Rico, it's coming. It's coming. The thing is, there are so many things that I can teach all of you along the way and make you more a part of this process. Even even looking at like the different screens and all that, like the just chatting and all that, if you think this stuff looks cool, fam, and I was happy with this, what you're looking at is a very, very pretty mock-up. You are looking at the mock-up for version 2. And when we actually get into doing the artwork today, I'll show you what I mean by that. But it gives us something really pretty to look at and work with until I get the final version done. But we will show you, fam. I'll likely have to switch to OBS if it can be convinced to log in, because I have to stream at potato sizes rates. How much, Philly, do you mind me asking how much upload you have right now? And Shani, I am doing good. To answer your question, fam, I'm working my way back up through chat, so hang on. If I haven't answered you in a bit, we'll get there. I am doing fantastic. Shani, to answer your question, I'm doing fantastic. I was feeling a little odd at the end of the week because there were all these things I wanted to give you all and they weren't done. And by this morning, I had settled back in and realized that this is going to allow me to give you all that much more. Again, all of the stuff that you all asked me to do, now we're just going to be able to do it. And it's going to make for some really nice chill streams. If I can be on stream as early as 9 a.m. and just hang with you all for the day, we'll do that. That's fine. And if I find that I'm able to do that consistently, we'll shift the times of the live stream just a little bit. And we'll run longer streams. If I have my way, fam. Here's my goal. All right, if I have my way, Sunday through Thursday, every single one of those days, I'll be here and hang with you from 9 a.m. to 4 p.m. Eastern. We'll do 7-hour streams. But I have to test that to see if I can actually do that first and still get everything done that we need to do. That's why I'm saying we will stick with the 2 to 5. And I will see how early I can get started each day. If I can get started earlier, we'll do that. But Shani, no, I'm doing just absolutely wonderful. Cheryl, it is wonderful to see you. Scorba, again, thank you so much for all of that. Some of you picked up one of my favorite hype train emotes too, by the looks of it. I love that heart. He was so busy, he didn't even get to message each other all week. We never not communicate, so that felt weird. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Oh, I see all that. Yes. Fam, along the line of some of the comments that were getting made, yes, I was very locked into this office all week. To let you know how excited I was to get started, by the way, last Sunday, I was up at 3:30 a.m. So much for falling back and getting an extra hour of sleep. I was so tired on Saturday too. Saturday was a bit tiring, but I woke up on Sunday, and here's the funny part. I was in a time warp because I woke up, the clock said 4:30 because of the time change. It didn't register with me. I got up. I'm like, 4:30, late enough. I can do this. I got up, made coffee, came in, sat down at the computer, and it was 3:45. And I'm like, wait a minute, it was 4:30 15 minutes ago. And then it hit me with the time change. I'm like, oh, yeah, I forgot about that. And I started working. And then I couldn't sleep and take a nap in the middle of the day because I could never nap. So I got to bed early that day. As long as I can verbally bless everyone's souls, is that it's what matters. Oli, how are you, by the way? It is good to see you. Welcome in. Welcome, welcome, welcome. I'm slowly getting better. A little less pain per day. Oh, unless you've had a bed. Oh, good. Oli, that's excellent. Love, please bring it up. I would love to show them what we got yesterday. Waiting to get feedback on your dinos. Felly, since it has been a week since we've been able to talk about your dinos, let me jump in there and I'll look right now. Felly. Felly, those are really good. Forgive me, but holy in a week we went from maybe not sure we were happy about the shading or anything like that to you getting these things fully animated and they look good. All done in 3-frame animation, I take it? Idling looks great. The way the jumping switches over, yeah. That works really well. Felly, it's interesting. I've been looking a lot at animation because of what we've been doing with the game. So now I'm looking at your artwork with game dev eyes and artist eyes at the same time. But Felly, that is excellent. That is really excellent. If you're looking for feedback, as you know, I'd give you constructive criticism if I had any. I don't. Those look great. Is there anything in those animations that you don't like? Fam, by the way, if you'd like to see the animations we're talking about, they are in the visual art channel in our Discord. And you can see them. Oh, thank you. Okay. Fam, we picked up a little bit of an obsession. Small one, fam. Small one. But when we've been out places or even at like if you go to a Dave & Buster's or something like that, they now have these little mini pops. And I know you can't, oh, there you can see it a little bit better. If I get it into the light. This is Darth Vader and Stormtrooper, by the way. But they're in little plastic boxes about this big. And they're just tiny little Funko Pops. Is what they are. There was a, this is one of my early Christmas presents, by the way, fam, just so you know. But we've started to amass these things a bit. I've actually managed to pick up some really cool ones along the way, too, including some Batman ones and all that. And we are looking for a better way to display them. Well, wisely, Funko now makes displays. But while we were out yesterday, they have a Death Star one. And the Death Star one includes Emperor Palpatine is in there, so the Emperor. And they included a different version of the Pocket Pop Darth Vader in there where he's got it's almost like got like a blue haze over it. Really cool. Really cool stuff. You have this one in your office, Rico? Do you really? Very cool. Now, there's one more thing with this, though, fam. I have a little Christmas craft idea. Our Christmas tree is still a little sparse. So, KA and I have been talking about getting ornaments that are really us. The problem is a lot of the ornaments that are really us, things that we would like the really unique ones and all that, especially from the Hallmark store and everything, are really expensive. And I went and looked this year. They've got some great ones like Carbonite and all that. They're really expensive. However, with the Pocket Pops, they have something new. And we found this for the first time yesterday as well. They have little ornaments. And you just slide the ones with the boxes right in there. And they plug in. Oh, actually, no, I take that back. You just slide them right up into the ornament on the base. This will be perfect for my advent calendar. I saw the carbonite. Yes, I did, sis. Thank you. Turn to light where you can see it a little bit better. It does include 2 little pocket pops as well. It has a little present pocket pop and a little gingerbread man pocket pop, which will go great with the gingerbread AT-AT that's behind me that hasn't been built yet. But fam, the other thing is, and it's not within reach right this second. It is behind me on the shelves above me though. Something that I'm going to be doing with you all this year. I'm looking for little things I can do. What I call little stream enhancements, basically things that we can do together on stream and have fun with, depending on the season and on and on. I'm going to open my advent calendars with live on stream this year. If I'm not streaming on a given day, I will not open the boxes until the following day. But we've got 2 advent calendars. We do have the Lego Droid Factory one that came out this year. But we also got the Pocket Pop one, the Star Wars one. So I'm sure some of those are going to end up in those ornaments as well. Especially because those ones aren't in boxes. So yes. Oli, oh yes. You know which one I have my eye on for next year? I had never seen one before. Neato. For those of you that are familiar. It's like fidget dough, but Neato has one now. 24 different types of Neato. It's like, that's really cool. If it had good math rocks. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. But wifey found the ornaments, indeed. Oh no, Felly, I've got you. I'm the same way. For what I don't like, I have to... let me see. I have forced myself to stop tweaking them. Yes. At some point, it's hard to do. At some point, you've got to say it's done. At some point, you got to say it's done. And it's tough. I was having that problem last week because I kept drifting into what I didn't want to drift into. I did not want to start doing the heavy work on the overlays because I wanted to do that live with all of you and show you how I do it. But boy, was it tough, because when I found the final color palette, which is what I used for Creative Free Flow, that opening screen, fam, that green, extra dark blue going into the purple, where the green and the purple stand out more than anything else, that was also finalized last week. But when I found that, I'm like, oh yeah, oh, that's going on everything. An Xbox 360 ornament. Really? Is it Freaker? Is it all white with the green in the middle? How did they set it up? Oh, you said apparently, so maybe you don't know. Oh, it plays the Halo music. How nice. How nice. I'm just going to scroll up, fam, and make sure that or try to anything. Upload, there it is, Felly. Okay, this is one of the things I wanted to find. Upload to Twitch ends up, oh, only 400 to 900. Felly, if you need, okay, so you are going to be limited. You're going to need to go to OBS Studio for that. Felly, I am well versed, by the way, in OBS Studio. If you need a hand, just ask. I know you can figure most of it out on your own, but if you run into a snag or something like that, I'll help wherever I can. I like how you're making this entertaining. It's like when you build Legos or keyboards and you just use it and or enjoy all the work you put into it. it's there's a lot of things I wanted to do. I don't know why, fam. Okay, because I am not Bob Ross. I am just someone who admires what he did for art in general. Okay, I've had him on the brain so much, and I think it's because of what PBS and all that are having to do right now to keep that show on the air. And I see a need for more of that content. And I feel like we can provide our own piece of that and teach people along the way. Affinity going free is, again, one of the biggest game changers I could ever say, I could ever announce, because it's, how often do I get asked, is there a free program that's good? And there are ones online and all that you can use, but it just didn't have the same capabilities or smoothness. And then all of a sudden Affinity is free. I'm excited. I'm not even bitter about the fact that I paid for it before it went free. I didn't overpay for that software either. I bought it just as Canva was taken over, as they were starting to reduce the price on it. Nobody could figure out why they were reducing the price of it and sinking all this money into it to make it a great program. And now we know why. Now we know why. Based on when my chat is set versus what's showing up on screen, my feed is definitely behind. Oh, it's your internet? Oh, okay, I gotcha. But Rico, yeah, the whole idea is to make it very entertaining. Give it a certain feel. We are now in canon. Today is where the canon begins. The canon document that I talked to you about and all that, it's going to be a very smooth transition. I am setting this up in such a way that we're going to ease our way right into the new canon and the role play and all that. And it'll be a blast the whole time. We'll focus on Arya first. We'll focus on that character, getting her up and rolling. That was actually her voice you heard doing the DICT bumper. When I played the intro for the second time. Indeed. Indeed. On the game itself, I have the main menu built. The options menu is built for basic options. Scoreboard is built. Options menu is programmed. And I'm designing the score. Oh, saving system now. Nice. Felly, remind me, please. Are you using an engine for this, or are you coding this one from scratch? I thought you mentioned you were coding it from scratch, or most of it. Looks just like an OG 360. Oh, with a controller and a power button that glows along with the Halo theme. Nice, Freaker. Very nice. Little sis, we are going to need to talk about our Wednesday morning meetings along the lines of everything I have just discussed. But we'll figure that one out. Uh-oh. No, nothing major. We just need to figure out where the meetings are going to go and how I need to work the schedule around it. If we need to keep our Wednesday mornings, we can do that. If we can shift it to another time, maybe we'll do that. And just do more art together on Wednesdays. I'll start whenever I start, and you can just join in when you're ready. I have all kinds of buttons. I'll show you when we get to the other screen, fam, but we have all kinds of buttons for that too. So, okay. You're using Godot. Godot for the programming. Assets are being made from scratch. And sourced from free spots. Gotcha. Ulrich, how are you? It is good to see you, my friend. Welcome in. Welcome to Creative Free Flow. Oh, you haven't been able to sleep too late since the time changed. Oh, wow. Sis, are you becoming like your big brother? First your big sister-in-law got your big brother doing it. Now is your big brother going to get you doing it too? Going to start getting up at 6 a.m.? Oh, man. Ulrich Morton, again, good to see you. Welcome in. Welcome, welcome, welcome. All right. So, fam, before the ads start, the ads are going to be starting in about 10 minutes. There are a couple of things that I do want to show you, because there are other scenes we really haven't gotten a good chance to take a look at yet. One is the art and game screen, and this is going to be the main screen you usually see, which is this one right here. Now, we are going to be redoing quite a few things on here. You'll see it when we start working on it here in just a little bit. What you see right here in the middle of the screen, though, this is the screen that everybody is watching me on right now on vertical. So if you're watching me on YouTube, this is the screen that you see. Now, fam, while we are on this screen, I have a small visual challenge for you, for those of you that are watching the screen right now. If you like what you see on the stream right this second, please know that this is what it's going to become. We are going to work on this today. This is what we're working on today, fam, by the way. This is this screen's overlay, as well as the Just Chatting screen. We'll just have to make some slight adjustments. Oh, fella, you don't need to go hide in the dark, though. But fam, this is what we're actually looking at. This is what we're going to actually be working on. And all of the scenes, fam, I have a complete list of things we're going to be working on. As we get these done, we are going to install them live. You will get to see them live. So you'll be able to get to see the results right away. That's why I've set things up the way I have. It'll mean a little bit of fiddling on my part from time to time, and some things that I will have to rearrange, but nothing too terrible. We will create it and we will implement it. We'll create it and we'll implement it. That is the whole idea. Now, we have also added in, for anybody that needs a full screen, this is the full screen. And with a little press of the button, by the way, whenever little sis is joining me, I just press this button and her window will magically appear. So basically at will, what I wanted to do, fam, was set these up so that I could easily change between myself and the cyber companions and add a guest easily if that occurred. And now that's all set and we're ready to roll. Now, one more screen, fam, we have that I have not had the chance to show you yet is our music listening screen. Again, a very pretty advanced mock-up. Not in the final colors, but layout, where the windows are, all of that is exactly where I want it to be. Knowing all of that, now I can just go back into Affinity and finish the design work, get the paint trips where I want them to go, get the colors where I want them, we'll be good. And that's where we're going to start, fam. We're going to do all of the overlay stuff and all that first. After we're done with the overlay and the live stream side of this, the very next thing we got to get working on is we got to get working on all the music stuff. That will probably be next week. If things go the way I want it to go, this week we'll get the overlays and all that done. We'll start to work on Game Dev Day. We'll start to work on the game logo and design. And then next week, we'll be able to get into finishing off all the artwork we need for the music store, all that. There's actually quite a few things that have yet to be done. That's part of what held us off, too. The artwork wasn't completely ready. I thought I had enough of it done that I'd be able to finish it last week. It's a lot of little fiddly type of stuff, and I'll show you all on stream, but we'll get there. We'll get there. All right. So, fam, ads are coming up in 4 minutes anyway, so here's what we're going to do. We are at a good stopping point. I'm going to go ahead and step away, take a really quick break. We're going to go ahead and run ads for 3 minutes to get them out of the way for the next hour. When the ads are done, we will come back, and we're going to start working on our overlays. So everybody, please don't go away. Oh, and by the way, members, check out your new credits.
The Ballad of Dick Charming. A mighty foe came to the rift, squeaking and oinking. He zoomed across the land, treating everyone like a plaything. He disrupted politics, he disrupted trade, he disrupted bowel movements. Everyone felt afraid. A cry for help went across the wide area. No part was left untouched. It was
All right. And we come back
a man wandered in
with the Ode to Dick Charming.
the mighty call. A charming Dick
There we go, fam.
release us from the pig's thrall.
I wonder if, oh yeah, that's right.
The land had a need to
That's
be freed
right.
from this fiend from Guinea. Dick got up and
This one always jumps right back to the Just Chatting screen. All right. So, fam, let's jump into our new art screen here. And as you can see, several changes have already been made. And this is what we're going to continue to work on here a bit. What we're going to have is we're going to have some drips that are kind of just making their way around the corners here. I don't want to overdo it. And I'm not going to add, normally with like drips like this, I would add some highlights and some extra shading. In this case, we're not going to do that. And I'm going to explain why. There's a technical side to the art that we're going to be doing today with the overlays. We want to add character. We don't want to distract from what's going on the screen. That's the trick. Right down to the fact, and fam, pro tip right off the bat, anything where you're going to have a video screen. So any place where you're going to pop up if you're live on camera, any place that you're going to have something that shows your desktop, something that shows the game you're playing, whatever, it should be relatively static and should have a dark border around it. That's why TV bevels have that dark border, so you don't get that reflection and that distraction from what's actually on the screen. So what I've already done is on a couple of these, and you can't see it right now because it's got a black background, but I've built some shading in here so that that will stand out a bit and keep it separated from the main image in the screen. And we'll be in a good spot. Now for these drips, the nice thing is that once you've done one set on one window, a lot of it can be copied and pasted to others. So in this case, what I'm going to do okay. This is all going to be part of, there it is. Oh, that's
Ben's
right.
Tees. We'll give you a place to whack your ball.
This one, I got to do something a little bit different. Ben, how are you? It is good to see you, my friend. Welcome in. I hope all is good with you. Welcome to Creative Free Flow, episode 1. Ben, you're doing good? Awesome. Welcome, welcome, welcome in again today, my friend. Up to anything exciting today? Just hanging and chilling? Actually, I can use that one. Okay. So here's what I'm going to do, fam. I'm going to go ahead. I'm going to take, let me find. Okay, that one stays. Gas cam, there it is. I'm going to actually take those two out. Oh, don't do that. There we go. Because what I can do, because they're the same size, is I can take this one. And I'm going to move it over here. And almost immediately, I've got the next set of drips on there. So, Ben, just chilling nice. Little sis, speaking of the creative title, I had to rewrite all of them. It's fixed now. My fault. Oh, you used the wrong words? Oh, no worries, sis. Oh, free form. I see. Sis, as part of this series, by the way, we're going to be doing all the Discord graphics and everything too. So if there's any little missing spots like that, we'll find them. No worries, love. No worries at all. To art is to be human. All right. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to grab my node tool because I don't want these things to look exactly the same. Gonna get in a little bit closer here. I don't mind that this is squared off, but it seems a little odd over here. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna make that a little bit thinner, but also round it off just a little bit. We're going to also need to bring this down because it's actually a bit... Oh, interesting. It was doing that. That actually works. What I've got to do, fam, I've got to keep the paint drips relatively thin. Otherwise, it's going to cover up too much of the game, too much of the camera, whatever it's surrounding. So I think I remembered Freeform because you hadn't settled on a title at the time. Oh, no, that one, Free Flow, we pretty much had right off the bat. But that was after Sarge suggested it. But very much to your point, sis, there was some back and forth on the title, yes. Before we decided that that's ultimately what we were going to go with. So maybe that was it. It's also possible that with my neurospicy brain, I said Freeform at some point. It's a common phrase. So, yeah. Yep. No worries. Now, what we're going to do, fam, is I'm going to actually take this particular drip and I'm going to take it all the way down and around. And I'm going to have it actually rest on here. But along the way, we have to bring this over and let that fill in. We're going to grab this handle right here. What I have to check, fam, is make sure I don't go... yeah, there we go. I want to make sure that I don't go beyond all of these lines right here, fam, that you see. They're only about 10 pixels wide. And those are my guidelines. I can't go skinnier than that, or I won't be able to actually like layer the videos and all that behind it.
Plucking hands. I'll mend you with cork, with fury, with fire. But when the shards fall once again.
Too much going on at once now. I can't get down in there. That's always the toughest part of this process, is that it wants to try to grab the handles all the time. So that's where you got to be extra careful instead of grabbing the actual node. So these bigger dots that you see on the screen, fam, these are nodes. These smaller ones are handles. That's what you see me always twisting around to try and get different shapes. But what I've got to focus on right now is actually getting this to look like a drip. And generally speaking, paint by the time it gets this far down, it'll look a little flowy, but it's going to be pretty thin. And that's why I'm doing a lot of these points down here, right at the corners and all that. But if you want something to look like a drip, again, it gets a bit narrow and then gets a little bit thicker right at the end where gravity is. And that's where it basically leaves its weight. So now, what I'm going to do down here where the paint is collecting is we are going to have it drip a little bit. Let me actually back out and make sure. Not quite as flowy as I would like it to be. Oh, we need. Okay. And this way we can have it where it's kind of all pulling together and bring it out. Oh, how to make the screens in Affinity? The one thing I've been suggesting to everybody, fam, by the way, if you have a system capable of streaming 1440p, which is coming to Twitch eventually, and it'll be even easier on YouTube up the road. Start doing all of your overlays and all that, all of your new stuff. Do it in that size now. On YouTube, you can go all the way up to 4K if you've got the equipment. Most of the time, fam, not necessary. Most people are still staying with 1080. Especially on the live stream side. Especially on the live stream side. All right, fam. Let's see.
No Baja Gold for you and no Thrashed Apple for me. Life sucks.
Indeed. Jaren, how are you? It is good to see you. Welcome in. Hope your day's going awesome so far. Okay. I am on the right node tool here, so... I think what I'm going to end up doing... Nope, I'll just have to create a separate one for that. Okay. Which means for right now, I got to make that disappear. Oh, I know what to do. We'll have the drips come together. And then instead of letting all of that bubble and push out like that, we'll round that off a bit more. Make that a little bit easier to go with. Let's see. Just shared the news about Affinity. Oh, with your artist daughter. Nice. Very nice, Jared. That was a game changer in the direction of everything we're going to do. Not that we're going to forget everything else we're doing, but now I can use all of the art that I'm creating for all of these projects anyway to teach others. This has me really excited, okay? Really excited. And I'm very happy to be able to share it with everybody. So now, and I don't know if you saw the post I did yet on the website, but yeah, Affinity is free, DaVinci is free. Two of the best programs out there to do what we do, and now it's free, and now I can teach everybody else. Let's go. Jaren, was she excited to hear, by the way? It's really, like, I'm using it right now. They did a beautiful job putting it all together. Whatever the problems were, they fixed most of them. Like, it slowed me down last week because I had to learn a new workflow. But this was worth it. Being able to just swap through tools and all that, not having to open up other programs and everything. Let's go. Let's go. You're not very artsy. You got the fartsy down, but not the, but that's the wrong yes. Yes. I mean, if you want to be artsy fartsy, that's fine. But you got to have the artsy part. Otherwise, Jared, it's all just beans. Oh my gosh. Make sure I don't get past my guide rails here. Oh, I see what it did. Okay. Okay, so what I'm going to do now is I'm going to grab these. I'm going to add just a couple of other points, fam, one on either side. And that's going to allow me to bring this back in. And there's a reason for that, of course. Let's make sure we've got our handles where they need to be. We'll just shrink those down a little bit. What is that? Oh, it grabbed the wrong handle. We need the handle down here. And then to get our drip effect, we'll expand that a little bit. That just helps it make, oh, that's, what the heck happened there? Oh, I see what it did. There we go. Okay. So with some of these little drips and otherwise along the way, and we'll get a few more of those in there too. We'll leave the bigger drips and all that, of course, for up top. We'll just have to, actually, a lot of those we'll just have to kind of stretch out. But truly not a problem. There we go. So, Jaron, are you ready for a lot of streaming now that we're back? I'm really excited. Let's see. Oh, I am in Vector. Oh, I'm on the right tool already. Oh, because I don't have a layer selected. That's why. Let's get the rest of those taken care of here too. And right now I'm just focused on making that drip. So we're going to shorten these handles up so that it's not trying to extend stuff beyond. We're going to actually get these at the angle we want. We actually want to angle these in a little bit, fam. That's what gives you your bubble. Take the bottom. Take the handles. Oops, let me get that flipped the right way. Those handles generally even. Spread them out that way. I'm going to bring these down because these ones are already tipped in. Got a little bit of a rough edge there. And we definitely want to pull these in for the drips because otherwise we're not going to have a drip. There we go. I'm going to turn these out just a little bit. That drip's just a little skinny. There we go. There we go. All right, same thing with this one over here. I'm going to bring these out just a bit more. Just to bring it in line. There it is. Oh, come on now. There we go. And I think for this, can I merge these two? Let me see here real quick. Because that one's coming off of, oh no, it is the same. Just not connected. Okay. So I have another way to fix that one. as this is a little bit of a longer drip. Give that a little bit more of an extension. Bring those down so the bubble doesn't start forming too quick. And we're going to bring those handles in too, because that's extending the bubble too far. There we go. Kira, how are you, love? It is good to see you. Welcome in. Jared, I am. I wish I could do more than just lurk most of the time during the week. You're right, Jared. Indeed. Indeed. We were talking a little bit earlier too, Jared, about what's going on with the scheduling and all that. It's going to get a little nutsy, but it's going to get nutsy in a good way. We're guaranteeing, here's how I'm working this. I know you weren't here for this earlier. And now that Kira's here, I'll say it for Kira's benefit too. What I'm going to do is I am going to actually, we're going to stay at our stated times like I discussed before we went on break. So Sunday, Tuesday, Wednesday, and Friday from 2 p.m. to 5 p.m. Eastern. That's guaranteed. What I am going to start trying to do is I want to start trying to get on camera earlier and earlier and earlier, but I do not want to promise that yet. What I'm going to try and get myself to, without formally stating it, is I want to get myself to the point where we actually stream from like 9 to 4, 5 days a week. And I use that time to get all of the artwork done that needs to get done. Because I can create creative free flow, show you all how we do all of this and all that, and teach you. And still keep it relatively entertaining too. Like we've been saying right along, it's like Bob Ross meets StandardDamage. But it's going to make for a very, very, very fun time. If I can get myself worked up to that point, then excellent, and we'll make that the permanent schedule. And I'll get, because there's so much art to be done. So much art to be done. And if I leave myself a day or two every week where I can just work solo and get things done, like, the script writing, things like that, we should be fine. If we find some other things are not intruding, but getting in the way, we'll adjust schedule that way too. Like if we video editing, things like that. We're going to see what we're able to do and get away with. I have a sneaking suspicion that with all the artwork to be done, what's going to ultimately settle out, we'll have those longer streams like I'm discussing. We'll do that 4 days a week. I'll have 2 work days a week where I do nothing but projects. So like writing, editing, things like that, the stuff that's boring to watch. When we're doing, more game dev type of stuff, same thing there with the game dev. There's things with game dev that are relatively fun or at least interesting to watch. There are some that are not. So we'll try to keep the boring stuff off camera and the fun stuff on. But doing the artwork, and we've got tons of characters to develop. We've got all this work we're doing. We have a lot of art to do. So we're going to start getting it done. The other thing too, and fam, I will say this again because a lot of you weren't here when I talked about it before. We are fairly soon going to be putting an official call out for 2 other artists for the game dev team. We do want to bring 2 other artists onto the team. Full details and all that will get posted within the next couple of weeks. Sorry, fam. Dry spot in my throat. I had to take a drink first. So keep an eye open for that. Here on our social media and in our Discord too. I just figured out something you've wanted for years. What was that, sis? What is that? Now, I want to see if it'll let me do something here. Now what I'm wondering is, did it... put them together? Oh, I think it did. I think it did. I'm going to have to try and get a little bit closer here. I had a feeling that was a superfluous. One. Okay. Oh, I see. That one's got to be square. I don't have a choice with that one. There we go. Now I just got to grab this handle here. Bring that down there a little bit. That's actually about where it should be. All right, so the last thing I got to take care of now that we have that going on, we can stretch that out a little bit. And to really make these look like drips, we pull these down and then we move the handles out. We're going to shorten the handles up, but we're going to move them out a little bit on the bottom. Yeah, that does look a little bit wonky. We gotta thicken up the bubble on the bottom a little bit. All right. Not bad. Not bad at all. Oh, the paint drips on the broadcast screen. I didn't realize that that's what I was. And that's why I asked this. Just curious what it was that I had figured out that you wanted to do. I was actually looking at, talk about looking at things with artist eyes. When I was out this weekend, I was actually looking up at signs and all that. Just seeing the different ways that people would handle drips, like looking at ice cream signs and all that. It's so weird now. I look at things with different eyes. I look at something and I'm like, I know how I draw that. And it's fun. It's fun. But when I have something specific, I will go looking, of course, for that specific thing. I'm going to actually... a lot of what's throwing this sideways is bringing these two shapes together, so we'll have to be... Oh, I didn't mean to grab that one. I will never do a shape like this again as long as I live. Lesson learned here, fam. Should have done two separate shapes and overlayered them, but that's okay. I have a way to fix some of that, so we'll just take care of that in a minute. Right now I have a, well, and the reason that this strip is giving me such a hard time is because of the, because of what's going on up there. Okay, those were shorter. That's part of it. We're going to make the end of that just a little bit narrower, make it a drip. And we are almost there. Let's see if I can round that out a little bit more. There we go. Much better. Much better. Now what I want to do is I want to create a what is kind of an overlay. Oh, you know what I'm going to do? Okay. I want to take that one. Duplicate it. This one, we are going to go ahead and we're going to grab and bring it down here. Let me get rid of some extra points here real quick that we don't need to worry about. I'm going to actually take those two out. And then I'm going to bring that one right over. Get my snapping back on so I can line up properly. The other drips. You get in just a touch closer here. Okay, this one I have underneath. That's exactly what I want. Actually, what I think I can do instead is I'm going to go ahead and grab that one real quick. Here we go again. The handle's in there too far for me to be able to grab it. I'm going to actually take those two back out of there. We're going to try another concept here real quick, fam. There it is.
Oh, saggy pineapples.
Indeed. Very pineapple-y and very saggy. Oh, that's right. I forgot about that. That's under a different gradient. Let's put that back where it was. I like this look down here. I like how that's all dripping and everything. All right, now when I've already made one complete piece. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead take a little bit of a better look at all this. Let me think about how I actually want to do this. Starting to think it might be better just to apply, rather than separate curves for each one, applying one big curve. To each shape, and that way we can just bring it full circle and have it drip that way. Which will probably be the better way to go. Start out with squares, turn them into, convert them to curves. And actually, I could simplify that tremendously because I could use one curve, fam. Let me get over to where you can actually see it. I can use one curve right here and take care of both those windows. I can do one curve here. For right now, I'm going to actually take out the guest camera for the moment. There we go. Actually, that still takes care of a problem for us, though. Because now when the guest cam comes in, we'll have some extra paint there. Now, I might have to tweak that after I've done everything else, but not going to be a big problem. And now that I have a much clearer picture, this should be easier to do. Because all I'm going to need to do now, I'm pretty sure,
When the silence tries to break you down, I'll lift you higher, turn it all
okay. I should be able to just duplicate that border. Let's see if this will actually work. I'm going to duplicate the border. Take the mask away. Okay, why is it not selecting? Interesting, it wouldn't do that. Okay. All right, that takes care of all of the remaining. Oh, I got to take care of those strips too. There we go. Now what I'm going to be able to do, let me find my border again. Let's see what we got going on. Where's that border at? Ah, okay. Okay, no, so that is in the right place. So now I should just be able to convert it to curves. There we go. Oh, but it's not treating it like a shape.
in the midnight wood where sorrows hide. Lost hearts wander under silent skies. Whispers carried on.
So if I do it that way,
You're not alone. Come and see. Magic warms the night so
rats, it doesn't want to let me do it that way either. What I'm trying to do, fam, is convert it to curves, but it only lets me change the lines, not turn it into a full shape, which is what I want to do. Okay, and yeah, they don't have one. Okay. No matter what, it's just not going to let me do it that way. Okay, so we'll have to do it with a tool that's going to let us yeah. Yep, we'll have to do this with a tool that'll let us, at least the easiest way is to have something to let us have a hole in the middle, so we're going to use the donut tool instead. Main screen paint. We get our shape out where it needs to be. Let's see. This will allow me to do what I need to do. Now I'm going to select that. I'm going to call that our paint. Okay. There we go. And then we're going to just convert that to curves. And now I'll be able to do what I need to do. Okay. Fam, now that we are there, ads are going to be starting very soon on Twitch. It is time for me to take a really quick break. So that's what I'm going to do. Fam, we're going to let the ads run. The ads will run for 3 minutes. We do that so we can run them once an hour and get them out of the way. When those 3 minutes are done, ads are done, we will come back and we will continue to work on this. While we're gone, of course, with ads, I will be stepping away myself, stretching my legs and grabbing a little bit more to drink. So everybody, please don't go away. right, fam, we are back. Thank you so much for your patience, everybody. Hang on tight. I will be up on screen here very soon. And we're going to continue to work on this. Okay. There we go, fam. Oh, let me go ahead and adjust my camera here first. That'll be where we want to get started. There we go. Much better. All right, let's see if we can go ahead and fix up this right here. I liked how it was coming together, fam, but the more it came together, the more I realized oh, it actually snapped. Okay. The more I realized, fam, I'm sorry, I broke my own thought there. The further I got, the more I realized that the whole thing was going to basically need to look like paint was dripping down it. So I figured this would be the better way to go. Tuck the donut, sharpen the corners. Have a perfect shape to work with now around the outside. There we go. Okay. Already off to a really great start here. I can actually skinny that up just a little bit more too. Okay, so the idea is going to be, fam, let's go ahead and get our flow going here first. I was going to say, that's a complete square, so I'm not sure why it was showing me that, but get a better overall view here. All right. All of these are going to get converted to smooth. We'll start bringing some of these handles in, of course, so it's not all over the place. This is going to thicken all of this up, fam. What you see me doing right now, there isn't much for me to tell you other than I am actually converting the nodes from sharp, which is what allows it to have like a 90-degree angle or a hard, rigid angle, to smooth, which does exactly what you would expect it to. There's a third option called smart. We don't need to use that in this case, but I do use that quite a bit. When we actually get to that, I will show you under what circumstances I use those. See if I can get this corner straightened around. There we go. Okay, so a lot of these corners, thankfully, were already smoothed out. I don't need this one, though. That can go away. I remember I wanted to convert those two to smooth. Because I wanted to make another trip down here. We're getting there, fam. We are getting there. Let's get the rest of these converted over first. Now, generally speaking, and granted, this is not going to be 100% perfect, but what we're going to do is we're going to go ahead and thin some of this out. There's my guide rail. That's what I want to stay just above.
Daylight skies, they fade away. Digital schemes and shadows lay. Emily rides the beat of the night. Emory bathes shadows and light. Our minds will race. We'll never sleep. Defending with
Now, fam, what I'm doing is staying just above that line and around the outside of it. So just like all these other frames, fam, have that little, again, 10 pixel frame on them. Same with this bigger window here too. But what we're going to do is we're going to leave the top really thin And then we'll have the paint drip down heavier to the bottom because that's what your eye actually is expecting to see.
Every step a delicate game. Not really knowing who to blame. Chaos flux, it called our name. The future's wild, it can't be tamed. Our minds will race. We'll never sleep, defending where corruption creeps, create and flow so free. Together, in this rift you see, a rogue AI has pulled us in. And then the beautiful chaos did begin. Pixels crackle in the air we breathe. Digital hearts out on our sleeves. Our power with each passing day grows. Our minds can't help but overflow. Lost in the loop.
Okay, and then we'll get to those bigger drips down below here in a minute. But first,
Happy to ride its
most of what's up here should be
our minds will race. We'll never sleep. Defending where corruption creeps. Create and flow so free. Together, in this rift you see.
now, fam. What we're gonna do is we are going to we can thicken that up just a little bit. Oh, come on now. Changed my mind on those drips, fam, because they're going to be hanging down into the frame, and that's not going to work either. So what I'm going to do instead, come on now. There we go.
The ballad of Dick Charming.
We'll lift this up a bit.
A mighty foe came to the rift, squeaking and oinking. He zoomed across the land, treating everyone like a plaything. He disrupted politics. He disrupted trade.
Because that'll allow that to just drift downwards a bit. Come on. There we go.
A cry for help went across the wide area. No part was left untouched. this fiend from Guinea. Dick got up and came into the rift. He couldn't leave those in need adrift. His companions weren't friends. They enforced their support and initiated an escort mission. And he was the escort.
There we go.
Dick was first joined by Damage, which increased his luck. Next he broke down the defenses of the archer full of pluck. They saved a quiet village and managed to not kick the bucket. They traveled across the lands, determined not to mess it.
Okay, now from here,
Before the final showdown to release her from her cold reception, flames raised the town. With the group made whole, there was just one challenge left to face. They traveled together to the imposing castle to blast that pig into space.
now do I continue that one?
The land had a need to be
Actually, yes, I do.
fiend from
I know exactly what I need to do there. Okay.
and came into the rift. He couldn't leave those in need adrift. His companions weren't friends. They enforced their support and initiated an escort mission. And he was the escort.
So what I'm going to do is I'm going to put these right here. Get those lined up just beyond the edge of that box. We're going to put two more in.
His companions weren't friends. They enforced their support and initiated an escort mission. And he was the
We'll drop into
Dick.
smart ones.
Pots, pottery pots, big pots, big ceramic pots, big clay ceramic pots.
Okay, that handle right there is just completely unruly, so we'll move that out of the way.
Massive, enormous, and big. Ceramic pot, big ceramic pot, huge, massive.
I think I'll end up having to create a duplicate one, maybe. Oh, maybe not. Ah, yes. The big romantic sound of pots. To piano, no less. There we go. Much, much, much better.
Nuts,
nuts, nuts, nuts, nuts, nuts, nuts, nuts, nuts, nuts, nuts, nuts, nuts, nuts, nuts, nuts, nuts, nuts, nuts, nuts, nuts, nuts, nuts, nuts, nuts, nuts, nuts, nuts.
I'm going to have a fix for that in a little bit. I'll get to that in a minute. Right here, it comes right down to a point, but again, we can fix that. Yeah, we'll get to that one in a minute. I already have a pretty good idea what I want to do there. Okay. We've already got some character going here. I'm going to see if I can... actually, no, I'll wait on that one. I'll wait on that one because I've got things generally in place. Oh. Okay, no, that's going to work just fine. I'm going to do actually the same exact thing.
Oh, Claiborne friend, my steadfast bed. Oh, Claiborne friend, they smash you all and leave me dread. They smash you all and leave me
Oh, the magnet's off again. Why is that?
Each part I lose, my soul does cry. What the pluck I wail to the sky. I wail to the sky. Pluck you, my thoughts of
Excuse me, fam.
pluck you, my weary bones retreat. From pots we are born, to shards we return, and still I
All right, fam. Let's go ahead.
my feet.
Get the rest of those taken care of.
The mage's hand a dice betrayed. Shards of dust from the pot I made, and
Oh, and I need to get in here and move this down.
final friend. You broke the last. How shall I mend? Pluck you, my pots of destiny. Pluck you, my comfort and my throne. What happens in the
Oh, and that wasn't part of that.
till you smash it?
Which means...
My plucking hands.
Okay.
I'll mend you with cork, with fury, with fire. But when the shards fall once again, what the pluck you, my pots of destiny. Pluck you, ye cork-filled dreams of clay. From pots we are born, to pots
And just convert that to curves. We'll get these up here. And don't worry, Fab, it won't look like this forever. We'll get it squared away. The fun part is this all starts to come together really quickly as you do these. I'm going to have to go skinnier. Ooh. I'm going to have to do a lot skinnier up there. That's okay. We're going to try and shrink these up. Oh my gosh, fam. My apologies. I've been on the wrong screen this entire time. I don't know how long that's been. Grab that handle right there, bring that back up. All right, and now I'm going to have to use the same colors on this that I used on the other one, which is fine. Going to grab those window FX and then bring back up. Okay. That's the curves, right? Yes. Okay, very good. So we'll do a gradient overlay. Going to do the same exact thing. What this allows me to do is this is going to allow me to copy and paste really easily. 100, 100, 100, 0, 0. So that's nothing special there. But what I want to do, fam, is I want to make sure that I match that gradient. So I already know the ones on the ends both need to be the same color. And then I will need one right in the middle. Oh, don't want to close that. Just want to jump back up to this one here. All right. That will be our paint. And with that all blending together, now we'll be able to actually fill all of this in pretty much the rest of the way. I can basically put points here and here. Okay, we probably need additional points over there. We'll bring those right to the middle. I'm going to do the same thing over here, actually. See if we can line those up. Actually, I think I'm going to... Oh, no, I can't get away with that. We are going to need 2 dots on there. Otherwise, they'll overlap each other. And that won't work either. Okay. We have that going on. And we also need... bring these down. And I had forgotten about that. All right. And then I think the last thing we've got to do... we got to figure out that camera window. And then we can figure out the guest window, which is little Sis's window. And we'll actually have it. And we'll be able to make this work. Now, are most of these? Yes, they're just above the lines. Okay. Oh, we have a sharp node there. We got to fix that. We do not want a sharp node there.
All that's left is endless black.
Okay, let's start dialing some of this stuff in here too. So that doesn't look quite so bad. Ooh, that is a long handle on that. Same thing up here. Okay. I'm more focused right now on getting the points where they need to be. We'll worry about smoothing out the lines and all that here in a minute. How did I end up with 2? No wonder we're having so many odd lines in here. Lots of extra points showing up that I don't remember putting in here. Let's get in here and see if we can't. Improve some of that situation, but maybe not. Okay, I'm going to leave that as it is for right now. We'll address that in a minute. And here's where we start refining. Oh, come on. Let's do this. There we go. Grab that one there. A lot of straightening out this look, fam, is going to simply be about getting a lot of these handles straightened out. A lot of these handles are a lot more extended than they need to be, basically. Yeah, these handles are good grief. We'll bring that into a corner. Okay, these guys I would imagine are in about the same boat. Yeah. Handles that are just a bit too long. All right, we had an extra dot in there. That was part of the problem. Let's get in here on this corner real quick. We'll zoom in. Oh, I see part of what's going on too. Eight-mile-long handles is what we've got. I'm wondering if I could just take those two out of there. Let's go this way with it. Bring a lot of that back so that we don't have those handles hanging way out there again. Bring that up to there. This needs to and can come down a little bit. So I convert it to smooth and it tries to flip it? Interesting. Okay. With every one of these, every time I've gone to add a new handle, it really, or not a new handle, but a new node, it makes the handles really long and it distorts it almost instantly. There we go. Sarge. Dr. Mario did not need you for announcing. But who has no... Oh, you have no voice? It's a good thing we're writing scripts tonight then, huh? I'd ask you how you're feeling, Sarge, but I think you just told me. Otherwise, Sarge, how are you doing? You have no voice, but at least you can type. It is good to see you, my friend. Welcome in. I have missed you. Very much. I wonder if there's a way I can bring this down to... oh, actually, it already is. Have to see if we can maybe bring that up a little more. What we really want, not really thinking about my own rules here. We want it just above where that line is. There we go. I could do voice acting if you want a ultra husky Canadian. Oh, that button's not working right now, rats. There we go. Let me try that again. Ah, that worked. There we go. I mean, I don't know. I could go with an ultra husky Canadian. You offering? Here, wait, I'll get up on the big screen so you can look into my eyes. How's that? There we go. There we go. Well, Sarge, yeah. Luckily tonight you won't have much talking you need to do. We'll be going through the scripts, and you can give a lot of thumbs up and thumbs downs. But that's all we're going to be working on tonight. We're going to be working on scripts tonight and getting that going. So, all right. Let me get in here and take a look. I am looking at this whole thing. We just have to figure out how to make it flow a bit better. We need to get it down to its baseline first. Okay, I know what to do. First thing we got to do is we got to get rid of these guys here. Okay, wait a second. Where did the rest of our... What did that just do? It broke apart into... All right, wait a minute. Okay, at that point we are still a square. So what I got to figure out is why. Is it because it folded over that way? Okay. Should be able to delete those two. Ah, so it folded over is what happened. Okay. Once I get this a little bit closer to a baseline, we'll be good to go. Oh, why is that so... more of those ridiculous handles again. Okay. And now what I'm going to do is I'm going to actually duplicate that layer. Come on. Come on now. There we go. Almost turned out like little television screens, and I like that. Wanted to get that, wanted to get those drips going, but I'm not so sure now. We can actually have some of those just run right off the end. And that might work just fine. Oh, fam, it's going to try and run ads too. I just noticed that. And I can't snooze them. Fam, I'm sorry. I don't have thumb emotes, but will it work? Yes. Indeed. All right. Fam, let me jump up to the big screen here real quick. I'm sorry that ads are about to start. They kind of trapped us, but we do need to go. I do need to find somebody to raid into because we do have a meeting tonight. So that's exactly what we're going to end up doing. Fam, let me take a look real quick and see who is up and running and who we can go say hello to. Hey fam, the Bob Ross channel is live. You want to go raid into Bob? Would seem kind of appropriate after today, wouldn't it? All right, fam. And fam, by the way, I'm not going to take off while the ads are running. We're going to see what we can do to locate. Is it Freaker? Is it really? All right, fam, for our return stream today, it's on 24/7. Is it on all the time? I did not know that. I did not know that. Oh, here's a fun one. Oh, but they're not doing the thing. All right, fam. We are going to actually go over and say hello. Sorry, fam. There's two of them that I wanted to go say hello to. I've clicked on them. And they're not doing what it says they're doing. And honestly, fam, I think this might be a Twitch thing. Not sure, though. All right. Fam, what we're going to do, someone we haven't had a chance to catch up with in a while, but they are doing an art stream. Iden Rains is actually up and running right now. So we're going to go over and say hello. Fam, when we get over there, if you would, for me, please, I'm going to go ahead and drop the raid call in chat. If you are subscribed, please use the first one. If you are not subscribed, oh, that's right. I changed those emotes out. Oh, man. All right, fam, hang on. I'll have to do this a little bit differently. Oh, and it won't let me copy the message. Okay. All right, fam, I'll have to fix that. Do me a favor. For right now, as crazy as this might sound, just take a series of plur raids and drop them into chat, or use the second one. Either one will work. Also, when we first raid over, fam, I will drop our raid call. Oh, yeah. No, the one I have programmed in is the same one as that. Okay, fam, we're going to go ahead and raid over to Iden Rains. We are starting the raid right now. If you would please just drop some of our raid emotes in chat when we get over there, I would really appreciate it. I'm sorry I did not have that set. I forgot I had changed over a couple of emotes and forgot to change over those calls. All right, so fam, there we go. The raid has begun. One more time, thank you all so much for being here. So much love to every last one of you. We will actually be back on Tuesday, starting at 2 p.m. Eastern, if not sooner. But until that time comes, please, fam, stay safe, stay healthy, and know that a big, bald, goofy, creative artist loves you dearly from the bottom of his heart. Take care, everybody, and please have an absolutely amazing night. I love all of you.